A tornado's size does not accurately reflect its strength. If a warning is issued, leave your vehicle immediately and seek shelter in a sturdy building, staying far away from windows. This guy doesn't even get a lunch break to relax.
Oh, not too bad. That roof's caving in, Manny.
It's them right now.
Yep. You didn't kill. I know. Oh no! You guys got two in there. You got two in there.
The most unbelievable thing isn't that the car got blown away, but that the tarp stayed completely calm, as if nothing ever happened. Perhaps after this incident, she will never leave her car again without making sure the handbrake is fully engaged. Don't let these incredible moments pass you by. Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you are always the first to witness the magic. In southeastern France, that deafening noise could easily make people think it's an electrical fault. But in reality, the bridge had already been weakened by the raging floodwaters. The inaugural test flight of the famous Coleman Tri-10, powered by a Briggs & Stratton engine. When driving, don't just keep your eyes on the road surface. Rotten branches along the roadside can snap without warning, especially after heavy rain or strong winds. A single mistimed decision to accelerate on a narrow mountain pass is all it takes to turn the adjacent car into a victim. Patience is sometimes far more vital than speed. Has anyone checked if he inherited new superpowers from that? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell because Mother Nature always has more surprises waiting for us to discover.
Everybody wants to move out of here really quick.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Max, keep going, keep going.
Is it just me, or is the whole herd running clockwise? Take a closer look and let me know how many laps you count.
Yüzmetreden fazla kısa sürede ortada. Zoom yapsana. Zoom yap. Bak çatı parçalar onlar görüyor musun? Bak ekranda gözüküyor.
Water spouts usually form far out at sea, but this time one appeared right next to a major urban area, making this site in Istanbul exceptionally rare. A sinkhole about 164 feet deep in Bangkok has forced residents to evacuate. The cause is under investigation, focusing on heavy rainfall and a leaking underground water system. He survived thanks to landing right on the hood, not because of skill. Never let sheer luck replace a helmet and speed awareness.
Here comes number 6. Look, look, look. Oh. Oh.
Two massive rock slides occurred back-to-back at El Capitan, the famous cliff face in Yosemite, urging visitors and climbers to remain on high alert. Marvel might have found a new superhero, but standing near a tornado just to strike a pose is definitely not a skill worth encouraging. If you were in that situation, would you try to grab more belongings? Once floodwaters appear, leaving immediately is always the safest choice. What you are looking at is the heart of a tornado in Tylertown, Mississippi, where winds of 190 miles per hour were strong enough to turn ordinary debris into lethal projectiles. During an earthquake, stay away from large windows and glass surfaces as they can shatter unexpectedly under heavy shaking.
Got this! Take it together! Take it together!
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Get back!
Okay, come. Okay, come.
Oh no!
Heavy rainfall caused floodwaters from upstream to suddenly surge into Afghanistan at speeds of around 20 miles per hour. Fortunately, the man managed to escape in the nick of time. Working at sea has never been easy. Every voyage means days of facing massive waves, strong winds, and unpredictable weather.
Chưa đấy. Con tàu vậy đấy. Increíble. Miren, esta es la vaca, 2 vacas. ¡Qué locura!
Unseasonal, heavy rains in Peru cause mud to flow like a thick river. Fortunately, the 32-year-old woman and the cow swept away by the water managed to find their way to safer ground. The collision happened in a flash, but in the United States, liability can linger with fines ranging from $60 to $250 alongside property damage costs.
Okay, Dad, you come into the car, you're gonna have to... Yikes. Holy cow, Cindy. I know. You're supposed to lock the door. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could do that.
Oh la la.
Oh wow!
Oh, a big wave, eh? No?
Have you ever seen an iceberg flip over on its own? This rare phenomenon makes the Icelandic glacial lagoon even more captivating for nature lovers. Nature has drawn a soft boundary line between the river and the sea. Would you like to see this phenomenon firsthand in British Columbia? A tropical paradise can change its mood in an instant. This storm shows just how unpredictable the coastal weather in Mallorca can be. A peaceful meal suddenly turned into a chaotic escape, proving that dangerous weather sometimes gives people zero time to prepare. When panicking drivers tend to slam down hard on whichever pedal their foot is already resting on. Therefore, slow down and keep your foot positioned over the brake pedal. The violent waves not only pose a threat to tourists, but also force Northern California rescue teams to constantly warn residents to stay far away from the shore. Flash floods from upstream carry massive amounts of water, soil, and debris, generating enough lateral pressure to displace the bridge's entire structure. If you can't see the truck driver's face through their rearview mirror, chances are they can't see you either. Have you ever noticed this before?
I thought that was gonna hit me.
You want to come check your drawers?
Oh, good.
Wet snow can create a load of dozens of pounds per square foot. How long has it been since you checked and cleared the snow off your roof? What do you think was the window glass of the white car behind broken? Or did the driver simply forget to roll it up? The flash flood carried about 277,000 tons of mud and rock down the mountain slope, creating immense pressure and sweeping away everything in its path. The incident in Austin proves that a crane's operating zone is never a safe place to gather, even when the machine is standing still. Did you know in Japan, the early warning system detects P waves and sends alerts a few seconds before strong, shaking hits, giving residents enough time to take cover? From an ordinary traffic intersection, the scene quickly turned into an investigation site, proving that accidents can happen in just a few seconds of distraction. The helicopter got tangled in power lines near the Auckland coast, cutting the vacation short. Fortunately, the pilot remained safe. Have you ever witnessed a similar sight? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you had to choose, would you prefer watching a tiger in its familiar green forest or on a rare blanket of white snow like this? A magnitude 6.4 earthquake shook Chile, sending shoppers in a supermarket scrambling for shelter as goods swayed violently. Giant billboards help city skylines stand out, but when design and maintenance are taken lightly, they can turn into severe hazards. When nature unleashes its rage, structures that seemed rock solid appear so small. How do you imagine you would react?
Y'all can come in the patio. Seriously. Jeez. Hello world, we are surviving the tsunami out here in Pacifica. I can tell you it is happening, y'all. It is happening.
Please comment honestly which moment left you feeling the most scared, overwhelmed, or touched.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh my God.
Lightning struck the exact peak of a Guatemalan volcano, creating a rare moment where the power of the sky and the earth converged. Rocks and dirt suddenly poured down onto the entrance of the Jirtang Tunnel in China. Fortunately, the landslide caused no casualties. The rain only lasted for a few hours, but it was enough to throw traffic in Guerrero into complete disarray. Early warning systems and drainage infrastructure clearly play a critical role. What you are seeing is a tornado colliding with power lines, causing a short circuit and releasing an extremely hot heart, a spectacular, yet incredibly dangerous sight. Carrette proves that tsunamis aren't caused by earthquakes alone. In 2017, a landslide triggered a wave nearly 328 feet high, which reached Nugatsiak, while still measuring 33 feet tall. If your area frequently experiences storms, what steps have you taken to prevent glass windows from becoming the most vulnerable spot in your house?
Whoa!
The historic waves in Porto were nearly as tall as a 6-story building, demonstrating the terrifying force of thousands of tons of water crashing ashore. Rocks and debris poured down like a giant wall, blocking the highway in a matter of seconds. It is truly fortunate that no vehicles were trapped. An ordinary walkway suddenly turned into a danger zone in seconds. Luckily, the mother and child crossed at the exact decisive moment. The waters around Spitsbergen are known for being freezing and unpredictable. In just a few hours, the wind can shift, building large waves and overpowering small boats. Some calls are more electrifying than others. Here is an adorable dive buddy. I wonder where this new guest came from. A bear broke into a hotel in the early morning looking for food. The hotel staff member skillfully escaped while the bear was occupied with its meal. This is why you should never stand under a suspended heavy object. Luckily, he managed to dodge it just in time. For this family, the excavator accidentally became their final shield. However, luck cannot replace proper warning systems and evacuation plans. How to have a great experience with a tire. Talk about a bad day at work before the truck could finish collecting all the trash. The road decided to hold onto the back of the vehicle. If only there were more sturdy shelters here, people would not have to directly face the cold rain and harsh weather. Nature always leaves us amazed. Let us capture these unforgettable moments together by subscribing. This is why areas prone to frequent flooding need multiple layers of defense early warning systems and clear evacuation routes. The Yongwu Highway crossing the lake is known as China's famous underwater road. Would you like to witness this spectacle in person? Heavy rain weakened the ground, causing a building in Nujiang to suddenly collapse. Fortunately, residents were evacuated in time. I doubt insurance will cover this case. A reckless maneuver almost cost them dearly. When you cannot see ahead clearly and your driving skills are limited, patience is always safer. The 7.1 magnitude earthquake in 2017 lasted for only about 20 seconds, but it was enough to show how a few moments can alter an entire city. Flight 1006 ended with an emergency evacuation in Denver, showing that crew training is just as important as landing skills. It seems like there are no fish in this river at all. Is this footage worth risking safety? For absolutely not, because landslides often occur without any warning signs. Anyone who does not laugh at this situation, please raise your hand. If you cannot hold it in, like me, leave a like. What caused this accident? Perhaps it was not a lack of experience, but rather complacency in the face of a seemingly tiny risk. He just lost points with all the girls.
Karena nggak bisa dilewatin.
Do you think the weight of the car caused the hollowed out section of the road beneath it to collapse completely? This is the result of long-term accumulation as large-scale mining weakens slopes while the rainy season causes geological layers to gradually lose cohesion.
يا قاعدين يكفيكوا شر الجايين. اروح فين؟ اروح فين؟ اروح فين؟
Maybe he is looking to buy an iPhone 17. We cannot stop storms from coming, but we can reinforce roofs, tighten connection points, and replace degraded materials before the rainy season arrives. An electrical spark, a gas leak, or a pressure surge. Comment below with the cause you suspect so everyone can analyze it together. The beautiful view on Kishtwar Patter is well worth experiencing, but it is not worth gambling your life over. Do you usually check local warnings before traveling mountain passes? It seems those yellow lines were placed there for a reason. The site at Fagradalsfjall looks as if the earth itself opened its crust, revealing a glowing stream of molten material churning underneath. That is not an appropriate place to play on your phone, my friend. Horses are naturally very sensitive to sounds and unfamiliar spaces. When panicking in a storage house, they can easily crash into equipment and cause a chain reaction. When someone asks me what I did during my workday, this is the answer.
নদীর এক কুল গড়ে আরেক কুল ভাঙে, এই তো নদীর খেলা। পদ্মার কি অবস্থা, সবাই দোয়া করবেন পদ্মার মানুষের জন্য, আর সবার পাশে একটু দাঁড়ান, তাদের সহায়তা করুন। ভালো থাকবেন সবাই। যদি ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগে লাইক কমেন্ট শেয়ার করে আমার পাশে।
A single flash of lightning sent the dog running out of the frame. Where do you think it ran to first? Those two dogs should take an earthquake survival course. It is no coincidence that tornadoes frequently appear in the state of Mexico. High elevation combined with an unstable atmosphere creates ideal conditions for severe thunderstorms to form.
Sering bersurat BCR!
What are you guys sitting there waiting for? The dog's reaction makes me curious. Did it hear or feel something unusual before it actually happened? This moment shows why professional racing always puts safety standards first. The sign and full gear saved them both.
¿Dónde está Alterón?
Sometimes the boundary between good luck and disaster is measured in just a few seconds. This is a major lesson about test flying after repairs. When the engine loses power at 100 feet, the priority is usually to land straight ahead, not to attempt a turn back. Smoke and flames engulfed the tanker, but the rescue team remained calm as they approached, controlled the fire, and secured the surrounding area. For patients who cannot move on their own, the steady composure of medical staff at that moment is their most crucial shield. The boat stranded on the rocks of Formentera shows that just a slight error in navigation can turn a sea trip into a rescue operation. This is a classic example showing the importance of tent stakes, and you must always stake them at opposite corners. Many people think the danger is over once the fire is put out, but batteries can still retain internal heat and reignite hours later. On one side is the power of nature, and on the other is the simulation capability of AI. Has the scene in front of you managed to fool you? Just because the rain has stopped does not mean the danger is over. In Marybank, the ground near steep slopes can continue to shift even days after heavy rainfall.
The windows. Oh no! Look at that!
In thick dust and strong winds, elderly people can easily become disoriented. Assist them into the nearest sturdy structure if conditions allow. I believe he has a good reason. Perhaps he read the no parking sign up there. I am done here. Goodbye. Other cars need me. I promise I will never be too lazy to trim tree branches again. If wild animals appear near your home, do not surround or approach them. Maintain your distance and contact the appropriate authorities. What is truly terrifying is that what we are seeing is only the tip of the iceberg. Notably, there were no damages or casualties. Let us dive into the ocean where a group of divers encountered a rare tube-shaped pyrosome with their own eyes, often referred to as the unicorn of the sea. Termites are often attracted to light sources at night, and this guy creatively used that habit to guide the whole swarm outside. Now you have to pay for my car repairs.
Boron, belajar đi.
What is worth discussing is not just the tornado, but also the wind resistance of the factory. In your opinion, is the natural disaster or the construction quality more to blame? Here is another angle of the 7.8 magnitude earthquake in the Philippines, where violent tremors made the entire space tilt in just a few seconds.
Facebook! Tabang! Facebook is baby! Facebook! My Lord!
From the same scene, but viewed from this perspective, every outline suddenly appears grand and majestic, as if taken straight from a movie screen.
شوف هنا شوف الغرقية ادخل هنا.
According to the USGS, Indonesia is the country with the highest total number of earthquakes in the world because it sits at the intersection of several major tectonic plates. Just seconds before everything was peaceful, yet a massive wave surged right to their feet. A safe distance from the sea is never unnecessary.
Ang bata, mate, pagpayong na lang. Dapat mo nautod ba? Ang kurinti ba?
Lagi gani.
Hindi na silungan na dito.
Danger sometimes lies not in speed, but in the fact that the driver behind only notices the hazard when reaction distance is practically gone. Unlike instantaneous landslides, an earth flow causes saturated soil to move continuously, threatening homes and forcing over 2,300 residents to relocate. Look at the priest's reaction as he instantly leaves when the room begins to shake. That quick decision was precisely what saved him.
لا عذرا يا عذرا البناية يا عذرا انفجار نووي.
Many would assume this is a visual effect, but it could actually be a sign of temporary ground liquefaction during an earthquake. I noticed many industrial parks in China use temporary corrugated metal roofs, but during the rainy season, if they are not securely anchored, they can easily be blown away by strong winds. When floodwaters are strong enough to carry cars away, never attempt to cross. Just 12 inches of fast-moving water can cause a vehicle to lose control. Smoke from a lithium battery vehicle can signal a thermal runaway chain reaction. Therefore, a wide perimeter should be established before continuous cooling water is applied.
Ano po ikikalair pa? Ya Allah.
What would you prioritize carrying if you only had a few minutes before floodwaters surged into your home? Having a small window breaker tool within reach can make a huge difference if a vehicle plunges into a lake and the doors will not open.
Akbar, Allah. Sumotor ko. Tawa. Allah Akbar. Uy.
This was an unforgettable experience for local residents, especially as strong aftershocks persisted, keeping anxiety high. The altitude closed dangerously low as UA-169 skimmed over the highway, clipping a light pole before safely landing in Newark. What would you do in those seconds of chaos? The grandmother did not even have time to think instantly, shielding her grandchildren purely on instinct.
Holy shit. Holy moly. All right.
Leave your thoughts in the comments section and turn on notification bells because Mother Nature always finds a way to amaze us. Ice masses that have existed for thousands of years are quietly shrinking every day, exposing one of the clearest signs of climate change.
Malakas na lindol na na-experience namin dito simulat sa pool yan. Kung makita ninyo, umuusok stay ng pagtayo, matumba ka talaga, hindi ka makalakad dahil sa lakas ng lindol. Parang intensity 10 ang nangyaring lindol.
In just a few seconds, a neighborhood in China was blanketed in smoke and dust. The incident shows that underground infrastructure also needs regular inspection.
Fucking hit him. Oh my fucking God. Holy fucking shit.
As the ground shakes and everything sways around you, do you think your first reflex should be to run outside or to find sturdy cover? Only about 16 feet separated them from danger, a distance so fragile that time seemed to stand still for a few seconds. Severe thunderstorms can generate swirling wind gusts that are easily mistaken for tornadoes. Based on this image, what conclusion would you draw? This is why you should not park cars close to old walls. Yet another strong earthquake of magnitude 6.1 struck Chile. Prolonged shaking made many feel as if the ground would never stand still. No one thought a roadside light pole could make such a big difference, helping the truck stop just in time. Today's shop revenue is zero. After an earthquake, reclaimed land or areas near water sources should be prioritized for inspection, as saturated ground carries a higher risk of liquefaction. Let us know in the comments which moment in the video impressed you the most. The sea lions turned the fishing net into an ocean buffet.
Taman-taman dyan, ya Allah. Ya Allah. Okay.
From quiet rooms to chaotic streets, the 6.7 magnitude earthquake changed everything in just a few moments.
Cek, kafe yang pas di belakang Pertamina ini rubuh. Nih, bikin kuat tadi getaran.
Keadaan seperti ini, guys. Ini kecamatan Nukilalaki. Ini rumah yang rubuh. Hampir semua rumah.
Do not let an undamaged appearance fool you, as gas leaks and exposed electrical wires can pose hidden hazards after an earthquake. Many people underestimate the impact zone of a landslide, but bouncing rocks and thick dust can spread hundreds of feet around the scene. I am going to reconsider taking a helicopter tour of the island. I think he does not like having his picture taken. Each movement wakes up millions of bioluminescent plankton. How would you rate this rare moment? Sit still. He acts as if he understands something. He even stood on tiptoe to see. Never underestimate the housing design skills of Japanese engineers. Whoa! For paragliders, the ground always knows how to speak. The question is whether they have enough experience to read those signs correctly. For drivers who frequently travel on mountain roads, what signs warn of an impending landslide? And what is the very first thing you would do? I had to look closely a few times to believe this was not a painting. Nature sometimes creates scenes that far exceed imagination.
Охереть, прикинь. Все, пожар.
Hundreds of cars at the same time create a massive load. For a structure used for over a decade, periodic inspections should absolutely not be taken lightly. What is unbelievable is that the earthquake also shifted the Earth's axis by about 6.5 inches, while the tsunami continued to spread across the Pacific Ocean. Oh my gosh. The crowd does not always pick the right direction. The young man in white calmly observed before taking action, and that is a reaction worth learning from. And that is why you guys need to wear helmets when riding bikes. When rocks have just stopped falling, absolutely do not rush to drive through. Rainwater can still continue to pull down even larger boulders.
Wala mo nagisi moto iko naenda. Moto vile gisi ndio kwetu. Mungu atusaidie zifike karibu za mastasio tusikufe ovyo ovyo.
There are times when no words are needed. Just a hug during an earthquake is enough to show how much humans love each other.
Nikki, it's really... Look, because it's stopping, it's piling up. Because it's stopping.
Here is another perspective of the tornado, a closer view as it moves toward the shoreline. Oh my goodness, that guy made it out just in time. Looks like you guys forgot to pay the road fee. The sea's punishment for those who do not wear helmets.
A Polícia Rodoviária Federal também.
Now I understand why he has so little hair left.
What do? Yeah!
If your job regularly faces waves as tall as a 9-story building, what salary do you think would truly be worth it? The higher you go, the stronger the wind usually gets, making large glass windows shake violently. Do you feel safer in a house or a high-rise apartment?
Oh shit! Tornado! Look! taking them out. It's still going.
Can you imagine on March 11th, 2011, off the northeastern coast of Japan, an earthquake lasting several minutes triggered waves higher than a 12-story building?
Hey, voiture!
It looks quite terrifying, but this is actually how patrol teams protect people intentionally triggering snow slides when there are no vehicles below. I will briefly introduce the photographers who brought us these stunning volcano pictures. No matter how solid a structure is, nature can still make it shake like a ship. If you agree, please share this video. November 20th, 2023 became an unforgettable memory in Dominica when historic rainfall forced over 13,000 residents to flee their homes. This accident reminds drivers not to drive parallel to trucks for too long, as blind spots and large momentum lead to unpredictable consequences.
Shout out.
Just a single spark entering a socket or touching exposed wires can turn a few minutes of work into a serious incident. In your opinion, who should be held responsible for this damage?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, on a highway right
We're
in
gonna
front
pull
of us.
off, and we're gonna-
Holy wow.
They look like they're okay.
Wow.
Lightning nearly struck a girl at Sydney Beach, and her boyfriend's reaction was truly priceless. A single mistake in chemical storage management can cause consequences far beyond the factory fence. Beirut is a lesson every port city needs to remember. A bridge may stand firm for over half a century, but that does not mean it will remain safe forever without load inspections and regular maintenance. In just 10 minutes, nearly 0.8 inches of rain overwhelmed the drainage capacity in Zaragoza, turning many roads into torrents and bringing traffic to a standstill.
Estoy bien. Quieta, mi amor. Quieta, cariño. Quieta, mi amor.
I have already sent the video as proof to the insurance company. Where did the dog run off to? Can you count how many dogs are running in the frame?
That guy was scared, and so was this guy. Actually, on the flats, turned again, whatever. You can see how this was violent.
If Earth keeps falling sporadically or cracking sounds occur, that may be a sign the landslide has not stopped. Leave the area immediately.
That just made my day. Woo!
Yes.
That is just.
This will pick up a month of the white water, bro.
Woo!
These rivers are big quads.
On the Amona-Osuk River, water pressure building up behind the ice pushed the entire ice sheet away, helping the stream clear naturally.
Uy, puedo there. Atraga. Uy.
No.
Oh.
Flood levees only help reduce risks they cannot guarantee absolute safety. As water continues to rise rapidly, residents need to be evacuated early. This is me when I run out of money at the end of the month. A cute encounter between a muntjac deer and a rhino at the Wrocław Zoo. My two kids when there are snacks.
Don't stop! Go! You can do it! Oh, yeah!
Walking through an insect-filled cave in Naruma is definitely not for the faint of heart. Do you have enough courage to step forward?
Oh, yeah!
This car does not seem to be heading in the right direction, does it? Do not turn the streets into a testing ground for your car's limits. Every time you change lanes, slow down signal and check your blind spots carefully.
Coño. Ay, huevo. No, 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 no. Mierda, mira.
If an elevator cabin accelerates and passes floors, suspicion usually centers on the braking system, inverter, and speed sensors. In your opinion, which component malfunctioned?
Você filmou? Calma, Lalinha, calma.
Do not assume small falling rocks are harmless, because behind them could be an entire hillside losing its grip. After just one storm, the La Florida area witnessed overflowing waters sweeping away multiple vehicles. Can you imagine how strong the current was?
Oh my god! Oh, what the?
Did anyone spot what happened on the very first watch? The seawall might seem like a safe place, but against waves up to 30 feet high, it becomes just a fragile boundary. Evacuate early. The driver did not take the small rocks ahead lightly. The decision to reverse the car right then helped him avoid a massive landslide. That is not a raincoat, my friend.
Oha bak bak uçuyor bir tane de bak koltuk uçuyor. Buraya geliyor geldi yan binaya girdi.
No one can stop a tornado from appearing, but we can completely reduce the risk with early warnings and a clear shelter plan.
tuần hoàn máu não, giúp giảm các triệu chứng suy giảm trí nhớ, đau đầu, hoa mắt, chóng mặt, mất ngủ.
If you are indoors when an earthquake strikes, stay away from windows and falling objects. Only look for an exit route after the shaking has stopped. They often say luck comes down to a matter of inches. This scene is the clearest proof of that. Multiple vehicles were affected when large boulders fell onto a Chinese highway. Fortunately, damage was limited to property, and everyone remained safe. Anyone driving on the road that day probably had to rub their eyes a few times. A small plane just made an emergency landing, then politely stopped to wait for the red light.
Parah ini mah banjirnya.
Hit subscribe and turn on notification bells so you do not miss any wonders of nature. When a vehicle touches power lines, the cabin is usually safer than outside. The driver should stay put and wait for the utility company to shut off the power. Legend has it, he is still trying to put on his sweater.
Federal também segue. Ai, esse ônibus.
Oh, what I noticed is that the person holding the camera stayed completely still. Did anyone else hold their breath watching that waddle of penguins dive into the water? Hopefully, the whole colony managed to find a safe shelter in time. Does anyone want to learn this martial art?
They sit up. Look at mommy. Look at me.
Many people believe oarfish appear before